What do, YouTube? It's your boy Hokage Naruto back at it again. I remember doing this video quite some time ago, probably about a month ago. It was the Stull Cemetery video. I know that you guys never saw that because it didn't save to my laptop when I tried to record it and upload it. So we're gonna redo it right here, right now. So here we go. We're gonna read about the Stull Cemetery. We're gonna read its background, and then we're gonna go into the some of the events that have happened to people after they visited Stull Cemetery. So, but without further ado, let's get in the video. Please make sure you subscribe, post notification bell, which that way you get notified whenever I make new content, and to be sure to hit that like button if you like the video. Without further ado, let's do it. Stull Cemetery. Stull Cemetery and the abandoned church that rests next to it is located in the tiny, nearly forgotten Kansas town of Stull. There is not much left of the tiny village save for a few houses, the newer church, and about 20 residents. That's how small the town is now. It's 20 residents. It's kind of small. So I'm having my hood up because it's, yeah, the hair's not really that great looking. However, the population of the place allegedly contains a number of residents that are from beyond this earth. In addition to its human inhabitants, the town is also home to a number of legends and strange tales that are linked to the crumbling old church and the overgrown cemetery that can be found atop Stull's Emmanuel Hill. For years, stories of witchcraft, ghosts, and supernatural happenings have surrounded the old graveyard. It is a place that some claim is one of the 7 gateways to hell. Hey, let me know after this video in the comments down below what you think, and maybe you might agree with them. Maybe what they're saying is true. We don't know. Just let me know down in the comments below. The legends say that these stories have been linked to Stull for more than 100 years, but none of them made it into print until the 1970s. In November of 1974, an article appeared in the University of Kansas student newspaper that spoke of a number of strange occurrences in the Stull's churchyard. According to the article, Stull was haunted by legends of diabolical supernatural happenings, and the legends asserted that the cemetery is one of the two places on earth where the devil appears in person 2 times each year. It said that the cemetery had been the source of many legends in the area, stories that had been told and retold for over a century. Wow. Told for over a century. That's 100 years, but yet the actual stories don't come in until 1970. Weird. The piece also went on to say that most students learned of Stull's diabolical reputation from their grandparents and older individuals, but that many of them claimed first-hand encounters with things that could not explain. One student claimed to have been grabbed by the arm by something unseen, while others spoke of unexplained memory loss when visiting the place. Like many other locations of this type, the tales of devil worship and witchcraft also figured strongly into the article, but were the stories actually true? I don't know. Maybe you guys can help me figure out if they're true or not. Not according to the residents of Stull, who claim to have never even heard the stories before. They were bemused, annoyed, and downright angered that such things were being said about their town. The pastor of the new church in Stull, located right across the road from the old one, indicated that he believed the stories to be the invitation of students at the university. Or invention, not invitation. Sorry. But, hold on. But such stories have a strong hold on people, as evidenced by the reaction of the article that claimed that the devil would appear in Stull Cemetery on the night of the spring equinox and again on Halloween, which was, as you know of, just it was a week and a half ago. So he was there a week and a half ago. On March 20th, 1978, more than 150 people waited in the cemetery for the arrival of the devil. The word also spread that the spirits of those who died violent deaths and were buried there would return from the grave. Unfortunately, the only spirits that showed up that night came in bottles and cans. but this did not stop the stories from spreading. All through the 1980s and up until today, stories have been told about Stull Cemetery, and as time has passed, most have grown more horrifying and hard to believe. The problem seems to be that the cemetery has a lack of real documented accounts of strange activity. God damn it, the weird tales seem to be little more than urban legends. I don't know why it says that. And secondhand stories from teenagers and college students. So one story told of whoa. Okay, hold on. My thing just went all whacked out. One story told of two men who were visiting Stull Cemetery one night and became frightened when a strong wind began blowing out of nowhere. They ran back to their car only to find that their vehicle had been moved to the other side of the highway and was now facing the opposite direction. Another man claimed to experience this same anomalous wind, but inside of the church rather than in the graveyard. He claimed that this sinister air current knocked him to the floor and would not allow him to move for some time. Incidentally, it is inside of this same church where witnesses say that no rain will fall, even though the crumbling building has no roof. The legends also say that the devil has been appearing here since the 1850s and insist that the original name of the town was Skull, and that the later corruption of that into Stull was simply to cover the fact that the area was steeped in black magic. It was said that the witchcraft practicing early settlers were so repentant about their past deeds that they changed the name of the town. In truth, the town was called Deer Creek Community until 1899, when the last name of the first postmaster, Sylvester Stull, was adopted as the name of the village. The post office closed down in 1903, but the name stuck. In 1980, an article appeared in Kansas City Times that added further fuel to the rumors about Stull Cemetery and the abandoned church. The article was quoted as saying that the devil chose two places to appear on Earth every Halloween. One of them was the tumbleweed hamlet of Stull, Kansas, and the other, which occurs simultaneously at midnight, is someplace on the desolate plain of India. From these sites, according to the article, the devil gathers all the people who died violent deaths over the past year for a prance around the earth at the witching hour. But why in Stull? The article adds that he appears in Stull because of an event that took place in the 1850s when a stable hand allegedly stabbed the mayor to death in the cemetery's old stone barn. Years later, the barn was converted into a church, which in turn was gutted by fire. A decaying wooden crucifix that still hangs from the one wall is thought to sometimes turn upside down when passerby step into the building at midnight. The story neglects to mention that, historically speaking, neither the Deer Creek community nor Stull have ever had an official mayor. Author Lisa Hefner Heights has collected numerous legends that have added to the mythology of Stull Cemetery. Some of them include the fact that the devil also appears at Stull Cemetery on the last night of winter or the first night of spring. He comes to visit a witch that is buried there. Coincidentally, an old tombstone bearing the name Witch is located Wittich is located fairly close to the old church. It should also be mentioned that there are rumors that an old tree is in the graveyard, which was cut down a year or so ago, was once used as a gallows for condemned witches. There is also said to be a grave in the cemetery that holds the bones of a child of Satan who was born of the devil and a witch. The child was so deformed that he only lived for a few days and the body was buried in Stull. Some say that his ghost may walk here, as there supposedly was a photo taken a few years ago that shows a werewolf-like boy peering out behind the tree. That's the story of Stull Cemetery. What we're going to get into next is a famous celebrity who visited Stull Cemetery and had some accidents afterwards. So what we're going to do, for the last, let's see here, we have, how many pages do we have? Let me look at how many pages I have left. We have 5 pages. So we're on 4 of 9. We have 5 pages left to read, so we're just going to get into it. But let me know what you guys think down in the comments. Okay, so Ariana Grande's incident. The haunted castle they'd visited the night before hadn't been scary enough. English. Realistic enough for Ariana Grande and her ghost hunting team. I mean, at the time, she had a desktop folder called Demons filled with screenshots of real paranormal, hellish activity. She needed to fill it more. And they were in Kansas City after all, so the next night they decided to up the ante and visit one of Earth's seven gates to hell, Stull Cemetery. The Pope won't even fly over it, Grande told Complex in her 2013 cover story. As they drove closer to the grounds, Grande felt this sick, overwhelming feeling of negativity. Things were different from the night before at the haunted house. The vibes were worse, stronger, realer. The whole car smelled of sulfur. Grande already knew this to be a sign of demons. This was why there was a fly in the car too, randomly. She says in the interview, but that too is the sign of a demon. Flies are a sign of a demon. Well, flies are everywhere, so I don't see how that works. Who hence turned out to be enough. I was like, this is scary, let's leave. No one in the car was curious enough to or brave enough to stick around for strike 3. But before they drove away, Grande needed to do 2 things. First, she rolled down her window and spoke to the spirits. We apologize, we didn't mean to disrupt your peace. Second, she took a picture. There are 3 super distinct faces in the picture. They're faces of textbook demons. She would know, remember the demons folder? They drove off. The next day, Grande tried to send the picture to her manager, Scooter Braun, but the file wouldn't budge. It was supernaturally blocked. Supernaturally blocked. Okay. A message on her phone flashed the words, "This file can't be sent. It's 666 megabytes." Ariana's performance accident. Singer Ariana Grande is lucky to be alive. Star told Chatty Man's Alan Carr that she was nearly crushed to death while performing last year. Grande recounted the harrowing tale, explaining, "Opening night of my honeymoon tour, I almost died for real. I'm not exaggerating. I usually exaggerate, but I'm not." She continued, "You know how they have those toaster things where people come up from the stage and you just pop up? Something happened with mine, and I was singing the beginning of Love Me Harder, and I was going up on the thing, and long story short, the thing I was standing on had this wooden plank, and it snapped. Ariana narrowly escaped with a little help from her guitar guy. The thing was still going up, so I was being pushed against the stage, and it was some Indiana Jones shit, and it was really scary. I had to Superman myself out of the thing, and my guitar guy helped me out. And then I went on stage and a different way. It was really scary. Co-host Jimmy Carr jumped in saying, "It sounds like you were in the trash compactor in Star Wars." Grande replied, "Yes, yes, I was Carrie Fisher in the trash compactor." Ariana also talked about the scary ordeal last year. Ariana Grande concert explosion. Monday's attack outside an Ariana Grande concert at Manchester Arena killed at least 22 people, including children, and was carried out by a lone suspect carrying a bomb. Manchester police said the attacker, "I can confirm, died at the arena. We believe the attacker was carrying an improvised explosive device, which he detonated, causing this atrocity," said Chief Constable Ian Hopkins. Oh, sorry, my English is terrible today. While police believe the suspect was acting alone, investigations are ongoing to establish if he was part of a network. As many as 400 police were deployed overnight, Hopkins said early Tuesday. He added that residents should expect to see more armed officers on the streets. If confirmed as a terror incident, it would be the deadliest attack on British soil since the 2005 London bombings, which killed 52 people. As concert-goers, many of them young fans of the singer, were beginning to leave the arena after Grande's closing set and explosion rocked the arena. Confusion followed as people fled in search of safety, and the sound of wailing sirens soon cut out through the smoky air outside the arena. The incident happened shortly after Grande had left the stage, according to eyewitnesses. Coral Long, the mother of a 10-year-old concert-goer, told CNN's Hala Garani that they were getting ready to leave the arena when they heard a loud bang from the left side of the arena. People started running following the explosion. She said, "How we weren't crushed to death is a miracle." She said her daughter was devastated. For her to be 10 years old and witness something like that is just horrific. The city's Manchester Royal Infirmary Hospitals blocked off to all but essential staff due to what the facility called a major incident. Grande, who had just finished the first of 3 scheduled UK performances when the blast hit, was not injured. She tweeted, "Several hours later, broken from the bottom of my heart. I am so sorry. I don't have words." After the initial incident, police carried out a precautionary controlled explosion nearby, but the item turned out to be a discarded clothing, not a suspicious item, Greater Manchester Police said. Oh, we're on the last page, Kit. Sorry. A U.S. official said suicide bombing is now considered to be likely reason for the blast. A male at the scene in Manchester has been identified as the possible bomber. A U.S. Department of Homeland Security statement said it was closely monitoring the situation and added that the department has no information to indicate a specific credible threat involving music venues in the United States. Home Security Amber Rudd said this particular attack was aimed at the most vulnerable in our society, young people, children at a concert. She added, the Britons, oh, that hurts my eye, sorry, should remain alert, not alarmed. In the wake of the apparent attack, the crowd was made up of mainly younger people who had come to see Grande, who is on a European and Latin American tour. British Prime Minister Theresa May issued a statement confirming that police are treating the incident as a terror attack. She has suspended campaigning for June 8 general election and will chair a meeting of the government's Emergency Cobra Committee on Tuesday morning. We are working to establish the full details of what is being treated by the police as an appalling terrorist attack. The statement read, "All our thoughts are with the victims and the families of those who have been affected." So that's the story of Stull Cemetery and the incidences that I have recorded afterwards. Sorry, I rubbed my eye and something was on my finger and it hurts now. I'll have to go wash it out. But yeah. So if you guys like the video, please hit the subscribe button, post notification bell, and hit that like button. And we will see you in the next one. Also, be sure to check out my other Nun Massacre video. It's going to be the exploring versions. That way I can explore the place. And I'm busy recording. God damn it. I don't want that.
My bad, I tried talking to your girlfriend.
Sorry about that. Also, be sure to check out the Nun Massacre video of the exploring part of it. I'm going to be exploring the area to make sure I can find everything. And I'm also going to be uploading the second part of the campaign of Resident Evil 3. Thank you guys so much for watching. Please hit the subscribe button, post notification bell, and hit that like button. And we will see you in the next one. Bye, guys.